More Texans are working than ever before, and the economy in East Texas is as strong as or better than the state as a whole. But experts tell us the local job market can feel like a boom and a bust at the same time. All this month, we're examining the growth in East Texas and the positive and the negative. Tonight, our David Littman shows us how the local economy has adapted and improved because of the pandemic, as well as what's holding East Texas back.
East Texas has its fair share of oil and gas. But the real pipeline is right here on the campuses of our schools and colleges.
With workforce development comes social mobility for our communities, social stability, and also regional prosperity.
Tyler Junior College has 12,000 students on campus and a couple thousand more in online or dual credit programs.
Currently, we're at about almost 50% of those students that are going straight into workforce preparation.
The Texas Workforce Commission reports that almost 2,500 more East Texans have jobs now compared to before the pandemic.
3 years ago, I wouldn't believe that we'd be in the position that we're in.
Shane Pace runs the Jacksonville Economic Development Corporation. He says East Texas has a balanced economy, but the industrial companies in Jacksonville kept the city moving in the early days of the pandemic when other places sputtered.
Those are jobs that require people to be they can't work from home. They can't do remote work. They have to be in the building manufacturing those products.
And there's room for more. Jacksonville's Norman Industrial Park has shovel-ready sites, which Pace said many other cities can't offer. Tyler is one of them. So that's why the Tyler Economic Development Corporation and Smith County just recently agreed to turn the 412 acres behind me, which is between Interstate 20 and the UT Health North Campus Tyler, into an industrial park. TEDC says it already has a big company lined up to buy a third of this land, with a promise to invest $30 million and create more than 100 jobs. Longview claimed a win when the Gap built its distribution center there, promising 1,200 jobs. And Lindale is also benefiting from the interstate.
And FedEx and Target Distribution both have thrived during this market because more people are ordering online and they're shipping more.
But Lindale is a microcosm for the region, growing and thriving, but not without trouble spots.
I mean, if you drive up and down the street, you're going to see every restaurant has a help wanted sign.
The unemployment rate in East Texas is above the statewide average. But Shelby Glover with the Lindale Chamber of Commerce says lots of businesses are struggling to hire.
Baby boomers decided to exit the workforce and retire, and probably retire earlier than they might have if COVID hadn't happened. And there's a lot more opportunities to work from home now. And so we're seeing a lot of home-based businesses and multi-level marketing opportunities that are great for people, but not necessarily great for our businesses.
But Adam Morrow with Express Employment Professionals says there are more barriers, either keeping people out of the labor force or leading them to choose remote jobs and gig work.
So if you're a single mom looking to go to work, it's a real barrier to try to find childcare that's available and affordable. Another barrier might be transportation. You know, as inflation increases, it might be harder to keep a car in working order to get to the jobs that you're trying to get to.
The other big problem that the experts worry could hold the East Texas economy back is the availability of broadband internet. It may prevent some companies from starting here.
If we were to bring a data center in today, do we have the capability of serving them? I don't know that we do.
And could continue to impact our students' ability to learn.
When we look at our students that come to the campus, it's not one system that they log into or they log in from. They have an iPad, a MacBook, a cell phone, an Apple Watch. All of a sudden, it's multiple approaches.
The kinds of companies that would build in the industrial parks in Jacksonville and Tyler often bring well-paying, skilled trade jobs. But Morrow says those workers in particular are hard to find right now.
I know for sure here in Tyler and other areas, they're working hard to offer trades tracks in high school to prepare people for that. So I anticipate that might be different, but for now, it's definitely, if you're thinking about getting into that, is a good time.
Most of the workers getting into the trades go through a school like TJC. Dr. Juan Mejia, the school's president, said its student population has gotten slightly older since the pandemic started as more returning students look for different careers. He meets frequently with local business leaders to see what their needs will be and how the school can adapt to meet them.
We know that many of the jobs that will be out here a decade from now, we don't have the programs yet. They're going to be coming up and developed.
So our local leaders know they'll need to work closely together to keep the pipeline flowing and the economy growing. David Lippman, CBS 19 News.
David, thanks for that report. The experts also mentioned housing as an obstacle to job growth. They said East Texas has lots of affordable housing and luxury homes, but not enough mid-level housing available. So companies worry that if they move here, they won't be able to bring their current workers with them.